Cry about it.
And here we are again.
Jake's had a long day. He had to deal with people
Wow.
and malfunctions.
Nobody else had to deal with people.
Well,
Jake was stuck on the side of the road for hours today, and who could he have used to help him get off this side of the road? That is right, everybody. The subject for today's episode, the Just Us League.
Hi, welcome to Nothing For It, and then this is who's... and is this Canon?
Is it?
We'll find out.
We're going to find
now.
out. Tune in right now to find out if what we're about to say is canon. Does everybody remember the X-Men episode that we did previously?
I don't.
Well, I do.
Remind me, Jeremy.
So, was that one too long? Probably. Are we doing the same format again? Yes. So, for this, because there's so much Justice League and there's so many of them, there's always at least one. We have come in today. Each one of us has 3 different members have come in. We all have a group of 3. My brain stopped working for a moment.
You're talking like Bernie Sanders right now.
Yeah, we each have a group of 3 Justice Leaguers that we're going to present to Joe, and he has a chance with each one of us to guess which character is fake. He has 3 questions to ask over the 3 characters, and that is it. First up to bat is me. Welcome to round 1, Joe. Prepare to die.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm not
Only
sure if I
vaguely
can
threatening.
name more than 3 Justice Leaguers
All right, Joe, let me help you.
at this
you,
moment.
you
Wait,
saw
wait.
you saw Justice League, right?
No.
So we
No.
have
No.
we have Batman, obviously.
Right.
We have Superman,
Yes.
the Man of Steel, your favorite movie.
Yup.
We have Aquaman.
Yup. Got them down.
We have Wonder Woman.
Oh, right.
We have we have the
Joe's like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
we have the Green Lantern.
Ooh, another one. Yeah.
We
wow,
have
5.
the Flash.
Oh, holy shit.
Why are we talking about these guys?
We have the Martian Manhunter.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you lost.
What about
him now.
Cyborg?
Cyborg.
Hawk Girl.
Okay, Hawk Girl.
Hawkman.
Nah, you lost me.
Well, you know more than 3, and that's what matters here.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. So, Joe, let's see if you're.
Wait, so,
Yeah.
are the Teen Titans in the Justice League?
No, that's like a junior team.
Okay.
They're like the minor leagues. It's like the Long Island or Ducks.
Yeah, it's
and
like the
and
Ducks and
New
the
York
Mets.
Yankees.
That big of a discrepancy?
Eventually, they will graduate
Fine.
to the main team, even
Yeah.
though only
Really?
one person ever has.
Who, Robin?
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Not even
Nightwing's
Robin.
been in the Justice League.
When?
When he was Batman, I think.
Was he in Justice League Stories? Because he was Batman, but I don't think he
Wait,
was
was-
in Justice League Stories.
Wasn't Red Robin on some of the Justice League when Batman was dead?
I don't remember that.
I
What
don't
about
know.
I don't
when
remember.
Robin was Nightwing?
Yeah, he was still in the Teen Titans when he was
Oh.
Nightwing.
Okay.
Even
They
though
just
he's like
dropped the-
35.
Well, they dropped the teen part. Then they just became the Titans.
which is
Oh,
still the
the
junior
Titans.
team.
Yeah, it's the Justice League, the Titans, and then the Teen Titans, who are the junior team. It's
Oh.
Weenie Hut Junior.
Also Young Justice.
That's like Weenie Hut Junior.
Isn't Young Justice just a rebranding of Teen Titans?
Yeah, that's.
I'll take
feel like
it.
we're just-
We're,
doing
we're
the
getting. We're,
We're just doing semantics now.
Thank you, Jake. No,
enough.
Jake, the advertising. Put that away. All right. I'm ready.
Are you ready, Joe?
Yep.
So my characters have a little bit of a theme to them that unifies them. Let's see if you can figure out what the theme is as we go through. So first
Okay.
up, these characters I have for you, they're organized by publication history. So first up, we have Our Man 2,
Our Man Junior.
Our Man the Second.
Our Man
So-
Lad.
He's the son of the original.
Son of Our Man, you might
Yes,
say.
actually.
Our boy.
Yeah, Our Boy. Whose boy is that? Our Boy.
Just call him like Minute Boy.
Minute Man.
if you
No,
will.
no,
Minute
boy,
Maid.
because
Boy.
no, boy, because
So his real name is Rick Tyler, and he was created by brothers Roy and Dan Thomas. Dan with 2 N's, which I think is a very strange way to spell.
Very important.
Done with. And his first appearance is in Infinity Incorporated number 20 from 1985.
all these words.
Get ready, Joe. There's even more words. There's more words coming for you. His powers are super strength and stamina for 1 hour at a time.
Hence the name.
Hence the name. Also, he can see 1 hour into the future.
Hence the name.
Hence the name.
Okay.
So Rick is the
I guess
son.
that could be useful.
Yeah, Rick is the son of the original Hour Man, Rex Tyler, who was a pharmacist, and he invented special pills called Miraclo pills that, when you take them, give you super strength and stamina for 1 hour. His dad retires, and he gives his son a bunch of pills.
Like a good dad.
Yeah, and then his dad dies, and so Rick is like, I will take up my father's mantle, and I will also be the Hour Man. And very quickly becomes addicted to these pills.
Oh, no.
Is taking them every single hour, and is like debilitated when he is not taking them.
What does Dad die from?
Addiction to these pills.
Overdose.
He goes through such intense withdrawal that he dies, and he's like, "Here, my son, take the thing that killed me." It's like if you're.
Carry on the legacy.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. If this is bad, cut this out. But it's like if your dad shot himself in the head, and then his suicide note said, "Please take my gun."
Use my gun and shoot other criminals in the head.
Yeah, and then if you get tired, shoot yourself, maybe.
And then give this gun to your son.
Yeah, it's a family tradition. So he retires from Hour Manning to get sober, but he's having terrible withdrawal. And then an android from the 30th century shows up at his door.
Not again.
And he looks like he's wearing a similar costume to the Hour Man costume. And he goes, I'm
It's
the
him.
Hour Man of the 30th century.
He's an android.
Yeah,
now?
he's an android, and he purges Rick of his addiction to the pills.
Oh, that's nice.
So then, how is he Hour Man if he has no powers?
He gives
now?
him the power to have to see an hour into the future, and he can also take the pills without risk of addiction now. Like addiction has
How?
just
What does
the 30th century, Joe. I don't know.
What does this robot android do to him?
He
That's
like comes
just
in and he
like-
kisses him on the lips.
Does
And
the,
he's
does the android still have to take the pills?
No, the android does not have to take the pills. The android can fly and
I don't
has like
understand.
laser vision and can travel through time.
Man, why don't we have the android now? The android rocks.
He
Yeah.
has to go. He has to go back to his home timeline. He's like Poochie.
Damn.
And Our Man of the 30th century is like Poochie. When he's on screen, everyone is talking to him, and when he's not, everyone is going, "Where is Our Man of the 30th century? Why can't the Our Man of the 30th century be here?" But he has to go back to his home planet, which is the Earth, but in the future.
I have to go. My planet needs me.
Yeah, the Earth of the future needs me. And so he joins the Justice League for a minute in the 90s, and then he joins the Justice Society, which is like Grandpa Justice League.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, it's where all the old
I didn't even
guys
know that
hang out.
exists.
Yep.
They have like a special little clubhouse. It's literally like grandpas. It's like your grandfather puts on tights.
What do they do? Like,
It's
Pretend they're still relevant.
oh, like
yeah. Remember the Green Lantern that I told you about from the 30s?
yeah.
He's in there. The Flash from
don't.
the 1930s is there.
It's all the World War II era comic book characters that they didn't want to get rid of for legacy
Okay.
reasons, so they just stuff them in an old man club.
Yeah,
Alright.
and they are old. They're old people. And if the original old character is dead, it's their child or their grandchild sometimes, or like it's a relative that's like, no, I'm gonna wear the costume of my dead relative.
Wait, these characters actually die and like don't come back?
Sometimes.
Wow.
Sometimes time actually moves forward, Joe. I
Only,
know it's crazy.
only for Uncle Ben.
Yeah. DC Comics is unique in that time matters occasionally. Sometimes the characters grow up, and sometimes they're children forever.
It's really a grab bag on who's aging and who isn't.
Yeah. It really depends on what editorial has decided. They go, does
Sounds
Batman...
like a People's Magazine headline.
who's aging and who isn't? Does Batman get to have gray hair or not? Does Superman have gray hair?
Find out at 11.
Find out at 11. Tune in. Come into your local comic book store next month to find out if Wonder Woman has gray hair. Find out if she has arthritis.
Who knows?
Who knows? Next up, Joe, we have the Tomorrow Woman.
Ooh.
The Tomorrow Woman, a.k.a. Clara Kendall. She was created by this show's favorite writer, Grant Morrison. They never go away. Somehow they're
keep
involved
hearing that
in everything.
name.
Yeah, you sure do keep hearing that name.
And you will for the rest of this show.
Yeah. Grant Morrison, God bless them, really does some fucked up things, but we love them for it.
Wait, them?
Yeah, they're a non-binary person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a
A collective.
A collective.
Yeah,
Grant is
yeah.
a collective.
I'm like,
I mean,
like,
Grant
I
can
don't know.
also be a collective.
I was like,
yeah, I mean,
I
Grant.
was like, whoa, wait a minute. That's
Grant is also like a self-proclaimed wizard, so you know,
There's like 4 comic writers that title applies to.
yeah,
That's like,
they're all old British guys that feud with each other about who's the true wizard of this time. The Tomorrow Woman, created by Grant Morrison and Howard Porter. She debuts in JLA number 5 from 1997, and her powers are telekinesis and telepathy due to a quote-unquote 4-lobed brain. She has 2 extra lobes in her brain.
All right.
So at this in JLA number 5, the Justice League is hosting a membership drive. They go, we don't have enough members. Let's have some auditions.
like a fucking job fair.
Yes.
we're holding a bake sale.
Yes. Literally, it's like, do you have superpowers and a colorful costume? Come on down to the fucking Hall of Justice and do a little dance for us. It's
Wouldn't it have
America's Got Talent, but for the Justice League.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to graduate the Teen Titans if we're strapped for heroes?
One would think so. However, we're not going to do that.
Okay, that's fine.
We're
I
going to
guess.
have auditions.
All right.
So the Tomorrow Woman tries out, and they're impressed with her powers, so they invite her to join the team. We then learn that she's actually an android that was created by the mad scientist Professor Ivo and T.O. Morrow to infiltrate the Justice League.
T.O. Morrow.
Yes, T.O. Morrow. He's like an... He's a...
Not T.O. Morrow.
T.O. Morrow.
T.O. Morrow. Joe, I'd like you to know that there's also a character. I can't for the life of me remember if he's a Marvel or a DC character, but there's another mad scientist whose name is Turner D. Century, and he dresses like an old... He has a handlebar mustache, and he rides around on a fucking... penny farthing bicycle that flies, and he has a little straw hat.
Turner D. Century.
Turner D. Century, and he has an umbrella that's also a flamethrower.
Is T.O. Morrow the one who made the Metal Men or who made a Mazo?
Amazo.
I thought Ivo made.
Oh no,
Amazo.
Ivo made Amazo. Morrow makes other androids, and that are rivals to the Metal Men.
Okay, yeah, that's
He
it.
created like the radio men, or he created like radioactive
The
version.
radio man.
Something
Man.
it's something stupid like that.
The
It's something.
Radio
It's
Man.
like, oh, whatever. Doc Magnus created robots made out of a single metal. Well, I'm gonna do that, but with uranium or some shit. Like, I don't know. None of it makes any sense. So
Okay,
Professor
so-
Ivo, T.O. Morrow, make her. She's actually an android that has like an EMP wave bomb inside of her. So the plan is the Justice League is gonna ask her to join the team. They're gonna take her up to the Watchtower, their satellite base, and she's gonna release a huge EMP that's going to turn off the satellite, and it's gonna make it fall from orbit and crash into the Earth and kill the Justice League.
Oh my god.
That's their plan.
Oh my God.
She reveals this to them, doesn't just like do it. She has like a supervillain monologue because she was created by two mad scientists, and like so the urge was they could not overcome it together. They fed into this, and she's like, I'm actually a bomb. And so they fight her, and she's destroyed, and that's the end of the issue. She has never been seen ever again.
Cool. Nice.
And last up, we have Stopwatch, a.k.a. Dana Marks. She was created
More
by...
time, people.
Yeah, more time people.
That's the
That's
theme
the
he was
theme.
talking about before.
The theme is that time stops for no one. We're all going to die.
Time is a flat circle.
Especially me.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
We should check on him
That was
when we
ominous.
stop recording.
So she was created by James Robinson and Brett Booth, and she debuts in Justice League, Cry for Justice, #2, from the year 2009.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
snap your neck.
Why are we crying for justice? What's happening?
Well, I'm going to get to that in her
Alright.
little character bio. So
I'm
her
crying.
powers are she can freeze time, except for like a 10-foot bubble around her for 10 seconds at a time. So like 10 feet around her are not affected by the freeze. So she can like do shit and stuff in that. So
But only for 10 seconds.
yeah, 10 seconds at a time. But
Wow,
like
that
you can
sounds-
kind of get a few things. You can move out of the way. You can push somebody in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, and if you are close to her, if you're within the 10 feet, you can also do something in those 10 seconds. So like Superman is in there. He can shoot somebody with his heat vision while they're frozen in time and
He
kill
can kill
them.
at least 20 people.
He could. Like that's usually he can only kill 2 people in 10 seconds.
Now he's killing 20.
Now he's killing 20. So
Just like in Man of Steel.
yeah, just Joe's favorite movie. So, Cry for Justice is a miniseries by James Robinson. The JLA series had ended, and they're like redoing the Justice League. They're starting a new run of the Justice League, and this is how James Robinson is restarting it. It's like Green Arrow is tired of waiting around for emergencies. He is like, we just sit around in our fancy satellite and wait for the world to explode. I want to go out there and be more proactive. So he's like, I'm going to make my own Justice League with blackjack and hookers.
I knew it.
And so he goes and he recruits some established characters like Supergirl, but also some weird and obscure characters like Kongorilla and Starman 3.
Ooh. I like
Starman
them.
the Third.
Starman the Third, yeah.
Esquire.
I like them. Kongorilla.
Kongorilla. Don't ask me to explain him because I do not know enough.
Wasn't going to.
Okay, so Stopwatch is a
Tune
new.
in for the future Kongorilla episode.
Yeah,
Oh,
get
God.
ready. This is foreshadowing.
We're running out of ideas.
Everyone loves Kongorilla. So Stopwatch is a new character that's introduced in this, and she's been working as like a pickpocket in Star City, where Green Arrow is from. and he plants himself to get pickpocketed by her, but then he's like, oh, but I caught you, and he's like, do you want to be a pickpocket for the rest of your life, or do you want to use your powers for good? And she's like, oh, I guess I'll do something for, I guess I'll be good. All right. She's like, you're not going to put me in jail, right? And he's like, not if you join my team. And so she's like, all right, I'll join. I'm 17, but I'll join your Justice League. And so she joins the Justice League. Their first mission goes very poorly. They all almost die, and Green Arrow is like, all right, I guess we need the regular Justice League's help. And so the regular Justice League shows up, and the two Justice Leagues just combine. And now the Justice League is fucking huge. There's 20 of them. And Stopwatch is the... she's offered membership because they're like, you're actually you have a really useful power. We can train you. And so she's the point of view character for James Robinson's year-long time with the Justice League. And then he leaves, and the next writer, Jeff Johns, comes in, and he goes, I don't give a fuck about this character. And he dumps her completely and leave, and she's like a cameo queen now. She shows up in the background every once in a while, and you go, is that Stopwatch?
Wow.
That doesn't sound like something Jeff Johns would do.
Jeff Johns does play favorites.
Yeah, he
Pretty
loves
often.
Jeff Johns would never take an established canon and just throw it out because he's bored with it. That would never happen.
Are you reading the same things as
That's
us?
slander.
I don't think Jake reads.
Jake, can you read?
I just look at the pictures.
Okay.
It's at least half of comics, so
Yeah.
I guess that's fine.
So there you have it, Joe. Those are the
All right.
three characters.
Ask your questions.
Yeah.
All
If
right.
you can.
Okay. Question 1.
Yeah.
What's their names again?
Oh, God.
We got Our Man number 2,
Our Man 2.
Our Man Jr.
The Tomorrow Woman,
Tomorrow Woman.
and Stopwatch.
Stopwatch.
See, they're all time themed.
Yeah,
Yes.
That was the theme I was getting at before.
Remember when he said that?
No.
Oh.
But.
Oh.
But
Okay. So, Tomorrow Woman.
yeah.
What's her actual name?
She's an android, so she's not a real person. But the fake name that she gives them, because when you join the Justice League, you have to give them your birth certificate and your social security. You have to have 2 forms of ID. And she says her name is Clara Kendall.
Clara Kendall. And what's Minute Maids?
Minute Maid.
Rick Tyler.
Rick Tyler. And the other one?
Stopwatch's real name?
Yeah.
Dana Marks.
Dana Marks.
Yeah.
Right. This is one of those is fake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the premise.
Which
Welcome
one,
to the show.
Which one's name would Jeremy have come up with? All right. It's not the first one. It's either Tomorrow or fucking Stopwatch.
I think Joe was very impressed with Stopwatch. He said that with such disdain.
No.
What a stupid name.
She stops time.
Like a stopwatch.
Like a stopwatch
Stupid
does.
fucking name. Just call it Timex or something.
That's a brand.
Exactly.
Can't be doing that.
Think of all the money you would have to spend.
They named her Rolex.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Torno.
Swatch.
We're just realizing we don't know a lot of clock company names.
Torno. I just said
Cuckoo.
it.
I don't know.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo's not a bad name for a superhero.
That is a terrible name for a superhero. What are you
Cuckoo.
talking about?
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo is the name of a villain in The Sandman.
It's also the last name of 4 X characters.
Well, yeah, we went over that in the last episode that we did like this
Remember
about X-Men.
All right.
Have you made a decision?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there. What years are these all from again?
So Our Man number 2, Our Man the second,
Our man lad.
is from the year 1985, the year of our Lord. The Tomorrow Woman is from 1997, not the year of our Lord. And Stopwatch is from the year 2009.
You want a
Dangerously
hint?
close to when Mega
A
Man
hint.
come
Yeah.
into existence.
Oh, I feel like
It's one of the 3 of them.
If that helps you at all.
You have a 33.33 repeating % chance of getting one of these right.
Yes, I do. The odds are stacked in my favor.
That's not true.
Joe, I want you to know that I believe in you.
All right, see, now I have the confidence.
Light up like
Yeah.
I believe in you. Jesse believes in me.
He values
believes
my
in me.
opinion.
All right, give us an answer.
All right. It's gonna be. Oh, fuck! Stopwatch is so lame. He has to be real.
This is like a
Stopwatch is
crisis
so
for him every
lame.
time.
All right, I'm gonna say, Tomorrow Woman is the phony.
Wrong.
Wait, don't tell me it's Stopwatch.
It is Stopwatch.
Fucking I have such rage. I have such rage building in me.
Oh God!
That was too fucking easy. I'm like, no, Stopwatch has to be real because Jeremy puts more effort into it than that.
Changing the game up.
Yeah.
It's really you do this every time though. It's like, all right, well, Jeremy's sounds real, so I'm not gonna. You did this with the X-Men one too, when I was
You're
like
right.
Big Dog. You were like,
You're right. I
all
should
right,
have
he's
learned.
100% real.
You're right. I should have learned by now, but
Big Dog is 100%.
but it's been a couple of weeks, so now my brain like reset.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, man.
Gotta sweep the
That-
cobwebs out.
Yeah.
That winning streak of his is long in the rear view mirror. It's just like.
Well, he's got 2 more chances.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
All
true.
right, round
All right.
2.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Jake.
Joe, I don't know where to.
lay it on me.
I don't know where to start with mine. I don't have a theme for mine. It's just
That's fine.
I just picked some obscure randos that I thought would be fun.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with Bawana Beast.
Bawana?
Bawana Beast.
Wait, Bowana or like Buwana?
Bawana.
Boo.
Ba.
Oh, ba.
Spell it for him.
He's
Buana.
just going to be confused.
It's B apostrophe Wana. WANA.
Okay.
He's thinking of the
Okay.
booze from Luigi's Mansion right now.
I wasn't expecting the apostrophe, so thank you for clarifying.
So Bawana Beast.
Bawana Beast?
Yes.
Beast of Bawana.
This is also my favorite thing you do, Joe. Someone says something like, Bawana is not a real word. But you get hung up on the beast part of it. You did this in the Fantastic Four. Also, Jesse says, yeah, and then Ben Grimm, the Thing, rips a man's beard off of his face and sticks it on his own. And then they, like, go into...
They have a
like,
bar tussle.
They have a bar tussle. You go, a bar tussle?
Hold on.
Like, what the fuck? What is...
My character's named the Persnickettle Fighter, and you're like, fighter?
All right, go on.
I
Go on.
glass it over.
Tell us about Bawana Beast.
Go on.
So, Bawana Beast, also known as Michael Payson Maxwell,
There's too many names.
he's the son of a millionaire.
You didn't make this up on your own. I fucking know already.
Too complex for you.
That third name.
Yeah, exactly. A guy with 3 names.
I don't think so. Yikes.
A guy who
Wait till
uses his middle name.
Wait till you get to my other ones. I think most of mine are millionaires. So it's-
Oh, that's the theme. You did do a theme.
Oh.
Money.
They're all rich.
When graduating high school, he turns down his father's fortune to join. He decides to go join like the Peace Corps or something. So him and his
Peace Corps or something.
he wants to go become like a ranger in Africa and protect people. So he, on the way there, their plane is struck by lightning, and they land on Mount Kilimanjaro.
I thought you were gonna say they land in Botswana.
Where is that, Joe?
Where's Botswana? Point it to me on a fucking map.
Show me a map.
He knows where Botswana is.
He lands on Mount Kilimanjaro,
All right.
where there is a giant mutant red ape.
All right.
So,
Why?
I'm listening.
why not?
Why?
He's just
Why not?
It's Mount Kilimanjaro, Joe.
Joe, have you ever been?
No.
And how do you know there is a giant red ape on top of Mount Kilimanjaro?
How do you know that there is?
I don't know that there is, but I also don't know that there isn't.
Okay.
you can't prove a negative.
I agree.
Yeah, this is Occam's razor right
It,
here.
it is.
The simplest answer is
I-
that there's a giant red ape on Mount Kilimanjaro.
I agree. Okay.
So
Pascal's wagering.
the red ape
Yeah. It's fucking
and
yeah. It's fucking Roku's basilisk. All right.
Don't look that up.
don't look it up. The red ape and Michael just start beating the shit out of each other constantly.
Sick.
They're just fighting all the time. Michael easily losing.
They're fighting all the time.
Yeah, they're just fighting for resources.
They're fighting all the time.
Is that a
You know,
euphemism for something?
They're
Fucking
the
wake up and they're like, I'm gonna go fight today.
they're the original odd couple. One is neat and tidy, and the other one's a gigantic red mutant ape. What's not to love?
No,
That's-
I didn't watch.
Have you seen The Odd
That
Couple?
doesn't seem right.
No, that's it. I've seen the Odd Couple.
Oh, okay.
So
My dad loves The Odd Couple.
so Michael drinks from a mountain spring that's filled with minerals.
Mineral water.
Minerals that make him bigger, stronger, more ferocious.
I feel like there's more than minerals in that water.
You don't understand the heightened power of water. Do you not
of
know
what,
what
like zinc and
alkaline water
copper?
is?
This water's got like a very specific pH.
From all that red ape piss.
So the red ape comes back. He's like, all right, round 2, motherfucker. But he loses easily
Because he's bigger.
because he's bigger, stronger, and more ferocious.
He's drinking all that rock water.
Yeah.
He's eating rocks.
He's eating rocks and he's washing it down with water. That's what mineral water is.
Drinking rocks.
So the ape acknowledges that Maxwell is his new master. He's more powerful than
That should be
him.
a slogan, like
So-
a water brand. I'm drinking rocks.
We gotta DM Liquid Death. Put that
Yeah.
in there with their mineral water.
I'm drinking rocks over here. I'm drinking over here. So the ape, now finding its new master, goes and gets a helmet and gives it to.
Like a bicycle helmet.
It's described as like a Corinthian helmet, but to me it looks like an ugly luchador mask with like fucking 80s leopard print sunglasses. So he puts on the helmet and he finds that he could read the minds of animals.
Just like the Corinthians.
Just like
This
the
is-
Corinthians.
See,
That's in the Bible.
You see, that's why Paul had all those problems. with them.
They were reading the minds of all the animals, and they're like, "We should start doing these things in church."
Very, very few people know that Dr. Dolittle was one of the 12 apostles.
I knew that.
Yeah.
So he finds out that the ape's name is Juba.
Okay.
I don't like this stuff with the ape anymore.
I don't know why you ever liked it.
And-
It was a man fighting an ape.
It was kind of funny
On
at
t-
first, but now it's weird.
on top of this new elixir from the river that he has that makes him more powerful, the helmet gives him the power to communicate with animals and take their DNA and mix up to 4 different animals into a chimera.
What the fuck did you just say?
What kind of furry shit are you reading, Jim?
Can you describe
What
an
kind of fucking
example?
fan fiction is
So
this?
he could take, say, the body of a horse and the body of a spider and mix them together to make a giant spider horse
Jeremy's favorite.
that he
What
could
a fucking nightmare that is.
that he could ride as a mount.
Why not just ride the fucking horse?
No,
Because the-
spider horse.
Because the horse can't then also shoot webs and fly across the city.
Or climb up walls.
Or through the trees. Exactly.
Do you know horses?
Come on, Jeremy.
Jesse's the
Do
only
you-
one here who's playing ball.
Think of all the
Do you
things
know
you can accomplish with a
horses,
spider
Jake?
horse.
No,
Think of all the crime that can be stopped with a spider horse.
I refuse.
Or he could take the tracking abilities of a dog and mix them with the eating abilities of a pig.
How does that?
Why
does
would
that
you
help
want to
anything?
do
Say-
that?
Name one thing that helps.
How
You
does
could
that
track
fight
down the criminals and then eat them.
That's murder.
That's just
He's
murder.
in the jungle, Jesse. Do you think he has a moral compass? He just fought a fucking ape for like a
Yeah,
year.
but he didn't kill the ape.
Is this guy white?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're gonna
the
get to.
jungle.
Don't worry, we're getting to that.
He's in the jungle. There's no murder there. There, it's just called, I want food.
All right, I guess.
That's just Tuesday.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
so he calls himself Bawana Beast and declares himself the
He
protector.
calls himself Bawana.
Where does Bawana come
This is
from?
fucking canceled already.
Where did the word come from?
I don't know. It just says he declares himself Bawana Beast and claims himself the the Dark Continent's
Oh, no.
super troubleshooter.
What?
It's not the what. The super troubleshooter. But the,
Fuck this guy.
I'm not even gonna touch the dark continent. Super troubleshooter. That's like the person
What's
you
he
call when
troubleshooting?
your computer is taking a long time to load.
That's the
Yeah, like-
manager of the Geek Squad.
Yeah, like your fucking router goes down.
What the fuck does that mean? Like people are
What's
like,
he
oh,
troubleshooting?
Bawana Beast.
The water?
Bawana Beast, my jungle Wi-Fi is down, and he's like, "Don't worry, me and my spider horse will climb to the top of the cell tower and fix it."
I'm glad you're on board with the spider horse now.
I can't think
I'm
of
glad
another
you
animal.
realize
You could take a tiger and a hawk and make a flying tiger.
That's infinitely better than a land tiger.
Well, the problem with that is that tigers do not live in Africa.
A lion.
Yeah, but
Dude,
the
the-
Bawana beast can leave Africa.
Yeah.
No, Jesse, he's on the.
Are horses native to Africa?
I don't know, but he can leave and bring animals to him.
I don't think they are. I think horses are native
don't
to
think-
America.
I
They're
don't
not
think
they
native
are
to
either.
America. We brought them here.
No, yeah.
I
I
don't.
thought it was the other way around.
I don't like. I don't like the idea of this guy leaving Africa and then coming back with like invasive species, and then making all kinds of like aberrations.
Let me finish because it gets worse. So, in
Wanted to.
later stories, Grant Morrison gets a hold of him.
How many stories are there?
This one's very short. No, Bawana Beast doesn't have a lot because even its creator hates him. So, Grant Morrison kind of made Juba the what made him a mutant was like infected anthrax.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
his storyline is pretty much the same, except this time Juba dies and and Bawana Beast
How did he get said infected anthrax?
scientists who were experimenting on animals in
Evil
Africa.
scientist.
it's always the fucking scientists.
So
Do away with them.
so Bawana Beast gets infected and he
Always
needs to get saved by Animal Man.
All right.
And eventually he decides to retire and give his elixir and helmet to Freedom Beast, who becomes the new Moana Beast.
Who are these people?
I don't know.
Freedom Beast. Freedom Beast becomes Moana Beast.
Exactly. There's Freedom Beast and then Moana Beast. It's like generals and lieutenants and shit like that. It's like, but this is my favorite part. I didn't know this until I was researching him. He later becomes a villain called the Shining Man in Grant Morrison's run, and he eventually declares himself the White God of Africa.
I hate him. I hate Michael.
Yikes.
He's just known as the White
Yikes.
God.
Yikes. Moving on.
Grant Morrison was on some shit.
I don't even know if Grant Morrison's the one who named him that, but it's in their section, so I have to assume. So please stop, Grant. I'm begging you. My next character is named Dr. Disassemble.
Huh?
Give me a fucking break.
His name
He will, because he disassembles things.
You're fired.
Well, I
His
guess I
name
get to
is-
leave on a high note.
His real name is Hugh Jundies.
All right.
I'm fucking with you. His real name is Michael Montgomery Kessler. He was created in,
He's got another guy with three
Another
names.
guy with 3 names.
he's another guy who's also a young wealthy socialite. Created in 1993 for the Doom Patrol by Rachel Pollack.
Okay.
The thing you gotta know about the Doom Patrol is, especially at this time, they're a bunch of freaks. They're like if X-Men were like joke characters.
They're
So-
not.
Hold your
Wow.
tongue.
Hot take.
Damn. That was
Tell
cold.
'em.
That was.
You got them. Take that, Stanley.
A silence fell over the crowd. The woman was too stunned to speak.
So Rachel Pollack took over Doom Patrol from Grant Morrison around this
Okay.
time. She introduced Michael Montgomery Kessler, aka Dr. Disassemble.
Montgomery Kessler.
It's important because a big thing about him is that he always says his full name and he always introduces himself as I'm not a real doctor. So
If
he's like,
somebody introduces themselves to me as Michael Montgomery Kessler, I'm gonna say, get out of here.
he's a wealthy snob. So his father is on his deathbed.
Wait, I want to go back to something you said before. Why does he call himself Dr. Disassemble if he's not a real doctor?
He just thought it was a cool name.
I guess that's fair.
He just he said Joe's just dying over here. He's just staring off into the void. So it's just a bit they do. He's just like he's like, I'm Dr. Disassemble, and they're like, what's your degree? And he's like, well, I'm not a real doctor, but you know.
Okay.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
So he's a young socialite, heir to the Kessler fashion fortune. His father's on his deathbed, okay? But he
Right.
decides he wants to travel the world, okay? So he's like, I'm going to just go travel around a little bit. I got this helicopter. I'm going to go to a party tonight. Good luck with this shit, Dad.
Good luck dying, Dad.
He leaves his father, Bartholomew Kessler.
His fucking dad is in the hospital. He's
So-
like,
Like, hooked up
good
to
luck
the
with this shit, Dad.
He jumps out the window.
See you never. And then he does a sick ollie as he goes out the window.
It's a kickflip.
He's kind of a bad person. So the chief decides, he's a bad guy, and I like punishing bad people.
Just the chief.
Yeah, he's the leader of the Doom Patrol.
Okay.
And he's the one who causes all the accidents that give the Doom Patrol their powers.
Because he's a bad person.
He is a bad person. At one point, he was going to blow up half the earth and turn them into freaks.
Because he's a bad person.
Freaks.
Yeah, that's what they call them instead of mutants.
Oh, okay.
So,
Like Freaks PH.
What?
No.
No.
Oh.
what? Where the fuck would you get that from?
Freaks PH.
His brain.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Freaks, but with a PH.
Wrong.
So,
Okay.
so he sets up an accident. He's getting on a helicopter.
He sets up an accident.
That's what he does. The blade flies off the helicopter and
Oh.
chops him up good. And so everyone assumes Michael's dead. The chief knows better, and he injects him with an experimental drug that can make you.
So then it wasn't an accident.
It's a staged
Yeah,
accident.
it's a state. It's
No.
Yes, it was on purpose. Yes.
Yeah. So it was a purpose.
Yes, Joe. It was a purpose.
It was a purpose.
It was a porpoise.
Yep.
So
A bottle-nosed. Never mind.
can I please?
Moving on.
All right. So
Oh God.
he injects him with a serum that can help him regrow limbs, but it doesn't do that.
Right. They fucking took that from Spider-Man.
What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
lizard.
That's the lizard.
Oh, right. You're right. I was just so thrown
You were
off.
thinking about Spider-Man doesn't regrow his limb.
That's
that
literally.
would be silly.
That was in my head. I was like, what? So
Okay.
he can regrow his limbs if they're completely destroyed, but
Only if they're completely destroyed.
well, yeah, if his limbs aren't reattached in a certain amount of time, he has the power to reattach his limbs and detach them at will.
All right.
Gross.
Yes, he
wish
can
I could do
also,
that.
but his body parts also, they main.
Wish I could do that.
Oh, I thought you said I can do that.
I can, I just don't feel like it. So, but also his body parts maintain sentience when
Oh,
they're
no.
when they're
No,
detached,
no.
and he can control them.
None
so
of
he
that.
can he can rip his hand off and make it walk around.
This
None
is
of
just
that.
the detachable kid now.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, arm fall.
But
off
it gets
boy.
worse. He could also pull apart his body parts and combine them.
Oh no.
So he could rip his hand off and stick his eyeballs on the hand and have it just walk around so he could spy on people.
All right, that's kind of awesome.
Yucky.
That's pretty cool.
So
I'd do that.
So he joins the Doom Patrol. But if his limbs are detached for too long of an amount of time, he starts regrowing new ones, and they take a while to regrow. So there are points where like he has like his arms and legs like incinerated, and he has to wait like a week for them to grow back.
Just a week.
I mean, it's pretty inconvenient when you're getting the shit kicked out of you by a fucking French gorilla, and you're like, oh
Me,
my.
Just
my
go
arms
to-
and legs get incinerated. 30 minutes.
30 minutes or it's free.
Yeah.
So he
I
joins
feel
the
like I haven't seen that 30 minutes and it's free thing in years because I think they said like too many drivers got into car accidents.
Yeah, that's also what happens to me when I'm trying to regrow my limbs while I'm driving. Car accidents.
So-
You're
And
just a
it-
bad driver.
anyways,
Yeah.
Michael, he's in the Doom Patrol for a little
Michael,
while.
Michael.
He doesn't really have a costume. He just kind of wears fancy suits because he thinks he's better than everybody else.
All right.
Cool.
He likes to wear like ascots.
That is a
and stuff,
costume.
and
All clothes are costumes. We're all just performing.
he has a walking cane too that he likes to fucking strike
Of course
people
he
with.
does.
So
Tight.
He strikes people.
So he's in the Doom Patrol for a little while. Later on, he joins the Outsiders when Judd Winwick is writing it, and
Like with Pony Boy?
Yeah.
Yes, just like with Pony Boy.
Pony Boy is there.
and
Soda Pop?
and-
Pop is there. Ralph Macchio is there. Timothy Cruz.
well,
Timothy Cruz.
around volume 4 of that, Peter Tomasi's like, this guy's fucking gross. I don't want to deal with him. Greg Capullo did a series with him for a little bit. I didn't know Greg Capullo wrote shit, but he did like a big body horror thing where he was just being constantly ripped apart and put together by, and like he just forms this unspeakable monster.
Bro, sick.
Cool.
Batman really sees no use for him anymore, so then he joins the Justice League
Chucks him in the
Dark.
trash.
We don't need another rich guy.
He creates such a at one point he created such a horrible version of himself that he made Constantine throw up. And then eventually he just kind of did recon for the regular Justice League, but other than that they don't really use him much. So there you go.
Nice.
And that was the mighty Dr. Disassemble.
Dr. Disassemble. Can't fucking believe it.
You get ready, because my last one is called Blue Devil.
I swear to God, that was your last one.
That was my second one.
Okay.
All right, this one's going to be quick. Dan Cassidy is a stuntman.
Okay.
No middle name?
I'm like, what is it? You're like, Dan Cassidy. You know who this is.
Real life person,
You're like,
Dan
We all
Cassidy.
know who Dan Cassidy is.
If you don't, you're a square. Just deal with it.
If you know, you know, and if you don't, die. I don't know.
The girls know. So,
Yeah,
So-
the girlies know who Dan Cassidy
so
is.
Dan Cassidy is a stuntman.
Okay.
He he's given the task of acting in a movie. He's put in this like prosthetic suit of a blue devil with like a mechanical trident. But
Cool.
when he's on the set, somebody accidentally summons the demon Nebrios.
How?
So they just do it.
Accidentally.
How
Yeah.
did you want
Like,
to accidentally
Oh
summon-
shit! I fucking
Oh no!
these words
I spilled
exactly.
This vial of blood and it
They-
accidentally formed a pentagram.
They
Oh, Bethany,
accidentally.
you keep fucking doing this.
They were-
Sorry.
I'm assuming they opened an ancient temple they were filming in, and this demon was like, "Hey, that looks like a demon over there."
I'm sleeping. Close the fucking door. There's a draft.
Bethany.
I'm not paying to heat the whole fucking world.
I swear to God, Bethany.
So the demon sees another demon and is like, "I'm gonna steal that demon's powers." So he shoots him with magic rays.
Where did we get these magic rays?
No, it's the demon, Jesse. The
magic.
demon shoots
Oh,
it.
I thought you were saying
Dan
they
does
shot Dan shot the demon with magic rays.
No,
No.
Dan gets shot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The magic rays cause it to fuse to his body, making him stuck inside.
It's like the haunted mask from Goosebumps.
yeah.
Oh
it is.
no!
He can only take it off when he realizes his own self-love.
What is that girl from the haunted
Carly
mask?
Beth.
Carly Beth.
Carly
Carly
Beth.
Beth.
Close.
So now people think he's an
Would you
actual.
call her Harley Beth?
Carly Beth.
Carly Beth. I just called her Carly Beth.
Oh.
So people now think he's an actual demon. So like people just start fighting him for no reason,
Alright.
like occult members.
Sure.
So he's like, "I don't want to be stuck like this forever. I'm gonna find a way to get out of this." So eventually, he makes a deal with another demon called Neron, who just makes him into a demon. Now he's just a regular blue demon, and.
What
And
a
because of
bad-
that, he gets a real trident, a magical trident of Lucifer, and decides to join the Justice League, Dark, and regular Justice League to fight evil magic.
Justice League Dark.
Yes.
Justice League Dark is
Like
like,
the-
the magic squad of Justice League.
Okay.
Yeah,
they
Justice
were-
League Dark. It's the Swamp Thing.
Dr.
Is that
Disassemble
like-
was in them. He
It's-
made Constantine throw up.
It's the Enchantress.
Yeah.
Yeah, Enchantress
Yeah.
is there.
Enchantress is there.
Satana.
Zatanna, Constantine is there. Frankenstein is there.
Frankenstein.
The detective chimp, he's there.
A lot of spoken
We should have
Lagoons.
done Detective Chimp.
We will do Detective Chimp.
Stay tuned for the detective chimp episode.
Like, comment, and subscribe for Detective Chimp. So he becomes a real demon, and then he just starts fighting crime.
It's really escalated.
That's about it. That's the end of it. There is a funny story with this though. Gary Cohn and Dan Mishkin were the ones who created this, and also Peter Cullen, Paris Cullen, sorry, has an artist credit because he designed the belt he wears. So one day, Steve Ditko was at DC, and an executive, Dave Manick, went up to them and was like, "Guys, Steve Ditko's here, and he wants to do something. He's just hanging out in the building. He's bored. Can you come up with something for him to write?" And they're like, "Oh fuck yeah, he made Spider-Man. He made also other stuff that wasn't as good, but yeah, fuck yeah, Spider-Man." So they fucking quickly come up with this character that like resembled like the Thing and like the Green Goblin and all these like tragic characters, and they hand it to Steve Ditko, and he's like, "What the fuck is this? I don't write shit like this." But Manic liked the design, so he made them keep writing it.
That is funny.
All right.
And there you go.
If someone is a monster, they deserve to be a monster because I'm a Randian objectivist.
Holy shit.
That's what Steve Ditko says to those people. He spits in their face.
We don't make fun of Steve Ditko enough.
No, we don't. Well, it'll happen.
Get to your
Okay.
questions. Let's do
Stay
this.
tuned for the Steve Ditko episode.
It's coming.
All right. What's all their names again?
Steve Ditko made
Montgomery.
he made what are they called? The Sinister Six. The only reason he made them villains is because he thinks they're a union.
Collective power, not on my watch.
Bust him, Spider-Man.
Ask me your goddamn questions.
What's all their names again?
There's Michael Maxwell, Michael Montgomery Kessler, and David Cassidy.
Wait, no. That first guy had 3 names also.
He did.
Michael Parson?
Parson.
Pleasant?
Michael Payson Maxwell.
Payson. I was close.
Payson.
Michael Payson.
Payson is not a real name, so
Also,
that's...
I think
MPM.
didn't you say Blue Devil's name was Dan Cassidy?
Yeah, you said David the second.
You said the Partridge Family guy.
Say their 3 superhero names again.
Michael Montgomery Kessler.
No, they're
No, the
code
superhero
names.
names.
Oh, Dr. Disassemble, Blue Devil, and Bawana Beast.
Okay. Obviously.
He says obviously, but he doesn't fucking know.
Well, I'm taking out Bawana Beast because you did not make that up. I said it at the start.
You think I'm not clever enough or I'm not stupid enough?
Well, a bit of both. Because they go hand in hand. But,
Two sides of the same coin. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't have the coin.
so it's fucking between Michael Montgomery
Kessler.
Kessler and, what's it?
Partridge Family.
Dan.
Dan Cassidy.
Dan Cassidy. Okay.
Who I didn't realize I called Dave Cassidy.
Yeah. Damn, guys. I don't know if you guys playing at home know how hard this is, but it's basically like shooting skee ball.
In what way, Joe? Enlighten me.
As in, you fucking think it's a game of skill, but we all know.
That you just have to walk up the ramp and put the balls in.
Yeah.
We all know you got to cheat.
It's a game of chance at the end of the day.
Yep. It's all just chance here.
All right.
I'm shooting in the dark every single time.
Shoot your shot, Joe.
Do you have any other questions?
Oh God. Michael Maxwell. No, he's Bawana.
That's Bawana.
Yeah, no.
Michael Kessler is Dr. Disassemble.
No, Michael Montgomery Kessler.
Yeah.
Get his name right.
Nice.
and what's it, Todd?
Dan Cassidy. God
Todd
damn it.
from Mario.
You keep asking me their fucking names. It's not giving you any more information.
I keep forgetting. Keep forgetting their fucking names.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Please, I'm begging you to guess.
Because there's something in the names that
There's a clue.
He's like, it's like
Joe's
watching.
doing like the Da Vinci Code
This-
over here.
This is your worst strategy yet.
This is someone reading The Yellow King. He's just like slowly losing his mind.
there's something in the names that I can latch on to something.
This is that part in National Treasure where they hold the Declaration of Independence over the hair dryer to
Yeah.
reveal the map on the back.
Yeah.
That's what Joe thinks he's doing, but he's just
And
saying
they're like-
he's just saying Dan and Michael over and over again.
Declaration.
If you keep saying it enough, they might become real, Joe. You're
They're like-
manifesting that.
Like Beetlejuice.
It's like an incantation.
It's
All right.
like Lovecraftian. Just watching him go insane.
The phony is. I hate the disassemblers so much. You fucking definitely made that up.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess.
You did it, Joe.
Yeah.
I thought I had him.
I forgot who your other characters were, and I was like, this sounds real. It sounds exactly like a character Rachel Pollack would make for her Doom Patrol run. She was really just out here like, what is the stupidest fucking thing I can think of? Let's make it as sad as possible.
Joe sniffed me out.
What'd you fucking name him? Dan?
No,
Oh,
that's
man,
the
that's
Blue Demon. For the love of Christ. We've told you
Worst
30
with
times.
names.
Michael Montgomery.
No, the fucking guy.
No, Dan
Devil?
Cassidy.
Dan Cat. Yeah, Dan. I was right.
Yeah.
We thought
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the guy that we were all talking about right now.
What's Dr. Disassemble?
Dr. Disassemble.
Not
Yeah.
a real doctor.
All
The
right.
other one is Blue Demon, who is in like a lot of animated properties for some fucking reason.
He's a good character to like put in a crowd shot.
He's only been in 36 issues.
Wow,
Wow.
that's 3 Zaladines.
I don't know what that is.
Nobody knows what that means.
All right, round
That's
3.
just for me and Jesse.
Oh.
God damn it. Round 3.
Final round. Fight.
Yay.
Jesse, you're up.
All right, Joe. Guess what my theme is?
Dracula.
Garbage.
Okay. I was close. I was really close.
Joe coming in with the heat
I was
for
like-
Dracula.
I was like one step away.
I hope you're hungry for nothing.
All right, Joe. First up, Cold Cast.
Oh my god.
That's his name.
That's his name. His real name is Nathan Jones. I'm going to say it again for you to remember. Nathan Jones.
I got that.
What do- based on
Nathan liked the hot dogs.
Yep.
Jones liked the sausages.
Yes. Based on his
What is your
superhero,
thought process?
based on his superhero name, what are his powers?
I got to associate something with it, Jake. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. What?
Based on his superhero name, Cold Cast, what are his superpowers?
cold cast. He breaks a bone and he makes a nice cold cast around it.
Nope.
He,
Try again.
He casts steel into shapes.
No.
Then I don't know.
He can manipulate electricity.
Oh yeah,
He can.
it's right
shoot-
in the name.
He can shoot energy bolts.
It's right in the name.
He can
once again.
teleport.
It's right. It's all right there.
He can
You're right.
manipulate your mind.
Yeah.
He can fly.
Well, of course.
He can project force fields.
Nice.
And he has the ability to negate other people's invulnerability.
What the fuck?
What the fuck does that even mean?
Like,
This is like
you know
the-
how Superman is bulletproof?
Like,
Cold cast can make him not bulletproof.
You
Oh,
just
he can-
turn it off.
yeah, okay.
It's like no more.
You can turn off your
None of that.
invulnerability.
It's enough of that bullshit. Get
Cold cast.
All right, cold cast.
Doesn't
Nathan
that
Jones.
track? Doesn't that track so well?
Nathan Jones.
His,
Well, the fact that you're saying that now makes me want to think no.
his most famous storyline is a Justice League storyline in which him and two other characters named Manchester Black and Vera Black, who are like British anti-hero types, who are like they're kind of like Deadpool, and like they're just like martial characters who just are very good at fighting people.
Is it famous, Jeremy? Is it really
Well, it's his
famous?
most famous. It's not really like
Okay.
famous generally. It's just famous for him.
I'm familiar with Manchester Black.
But not Vera Black?
His sister Vera.
Vera.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember. Her
Anyway,
now.
the storyline involves the three of them fighting Gaia, literal Gaia, as
Uh-huh.
in Greek Gaia,
yes.
The Earth.
the
Yeah.
Earth, the literal Earth. The Earth is upset that, you know, pollution and all that shit's happening. So the three of them are like, you know, we agree, but you can't be killing people.
Why not?
What year is this from?
2001?
Wow. Bet you Al Gore was right behind this.
Oh yeah, Al Gore was reading this.
Al Gore. Yeah, he's like, wow, what an inconvenient truth this is.
That was an awful joke.
All right, Joe.
Thanks.
Now let's turn back the clock to 1941, where we have Sandy the Golden Boy.
Oh my god.
Sandy the Golden Boy, whose real name is Sanderson Hawkins. I'll say it again. Sanderson Hawkins.
Sanderson Hawkins.
That is a name, Jesse. to make up.
Sanderson.
Sanderson.
Sanderson Hawkins.
A boy with two last names.
I've never met anyone named Sanderson.
Well, he's from 1940 whatever.
Sandy the Golden Boy can turn his
was
body into
100
a
years
cloud
ago.
of sand and dust, like the Sandman from the Spider-Man.
Uh-huh. So
There's a
he's
lot of
the
characters that
Sand-
could do that.
He's the Sandman, and his name is fucking Sanderson.
Yeah, and also Sandy the Golden Boy.
It's called dramatic irony.
No, it's called
That's
I'm
not
lazy.
dramatic irony at all. That's
It's called I don't want to think anymore.
So Sandy the Golden Boy was the sidekick of Sandman, not Spider-Man Sandman, or God of Dreams Sandman. This is guy with a gun Sandman.
It's Sandman.
Yeah, it's Sandman.
from the fucking Fairly
Fucking
Odd
Fairly
Parents
Odd
show.
Parents.
Tell me you talking about.
Sandman is Wesley Dodds. He's just a guy with a gun.
Wesley Dodds, a guy with a gun.
Yeah, and Sandy the Golden Boy is his sidekick. So Dodds dies, and Sandy takes over. I'm going to keep calling him Sandy the Golden Boy. That's a better name.
How does Dodds die?
I don't know. I don't care. Sandy the Golden Boy takes up Wesley's gun, so now he can also turn into a cloud of sand and dust, and also has a gun.
Oh shit!
All right.
So his most famous storyline is that there's a lot of earthquakes happening, you know, in America, and
Uh-huh.
Sandy turns into dust and stops the earthquakes from happening.
There's a lot of like taking up the mantle of someone else's gun in our stories today.
Yeah.
It's like-
Wow. Okay.
So he stresses his body and his sand so much from stopping earthquakes that he falls into a coma,
Okay. All right.
and then he wakes up and then just kind of like fades into the background after that.
How long was he in a coma for?
I think in continuity they said about 2 years. When I think in comics it was like 10.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Sandy the Golden Boy.
All right.
All right. Lastly, we have hypnostic. You get it? It's like
He's-
hypnosis, but like with like Gnosticism.
Yeah.
You get it?
He is
Oh.
in the know.
What? Oh, of course.
The Gnostics. We love the Gnostics.
Hypnostic.
Hypnostic.
His name is Ezekiel Redenbacher.
Oh no. Oh no, Jesse. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say it again.
What are you doing to me here?
I'm gonna say it again. Ezekiel
What are you
Redenbacher.
here? So you fucking took the name of the prophet Ezekiel and mixed it with the fucking popcorn guy.
Yes. Hypnostic.
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 Oh shit!
Oh, I
So-
got a headache.
So
Oh
Zeke
my
here
God.
is a hypnotist that finds a tome of ancient Gnostic secrets, as you do, thus becoming hypnostic. So he's also like a background character in various like jail dark storylines. He hangs out with
So
Swamp
he's a
Thing.
Christian.
Sure. Hangs out with Swamp Thing. Hangs out with Constantine. Hangs out with Shazam. Does some things with Batman sometimes because Batman gets a little magic-y sometimes. You know, he likes hanging out with Zatanna and Constantine and
He
all
likes
them.
to have a counter to Superman.
He does card
Yep.
tricks.
And his major storyline is him and the JL Dark fought an evil Dark Elf Man, much like the Dark Elf Man from Thor, except a little better. His name is Eclipso.
Who, Malekith?
Yeah, think of Malekith, but now think of him a little better.
Like a lot better.
Just a little better.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Well, that's it.
Wow.
Take your questions.
All right. We got Nathan Jones.
I gotta commend you for coming in under time on that one.
Yeah.
I always do.
So we
Yes.
got.
You guys are just run-on sentences.
I picked the shortest ones and I couldn't get fucking 2 sentences in without you fucking people being like, "Wannabes," like
Well, that's just silly.
as if I wrote it.
But wanna piece.
All right. Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones, Sandy the Golden Boy, Hypnostic.
Also, Nathan Jones, isn't that the name of that Australian wrestler?
I don't know.
I thought I had it, but you threw me with
Zeke?
with hypnostic. No, with fucking Ezekiel
Redenbacher.
Redenbacher. What the fuck? What are you thinking over there? What are you thinking over there? You know what? I'm not sure if Jesse's the type to buy the microwave popcorn from the supermarket and bring it home and to put it in his microwave
I don't eat popcorn, Joe.
and make
What
it.
what the fuck did you just say? I don't think he's the type of person to go to the store, buy the microwave popcorn, bring it home, put it in the microwave, pop it, and eat it. Why did you describe the entire process
His brain is
of
working.
buying and consuming popcorn?
Scratching his brain.
Because he
goes-
doesn't seem like the type
I'm not
to
the type.
do
He
it.
gets up, gets
don't eat
dressed,
popcorn.
gets his keys, gets in the
I
car,
know,
drives to
because
the
you're right.
supermarket.
His
I've never
wife-
seen Jesse eat popcorn. That's why I'm saying he's not the type to do all those things.
Yeah,
He ate-
I don't like popcorn.
Didn't you eat popcorn at my birthday?
No.
No, I ate popcorn at your
He
birthday.
ate like 5 bags of popcorn.
He
I
did.
like popcorn.
Me and Tony did too, so don't
I also
worry.
like that you keep saying, I don't like popcorn. And Joe's going, yeah, you don't seem like the kind of guy who would like popcorn.
Yeah, I don't like popcorn.
No, you don't look like you would
This
like
is-
popcorn. You just like, I'm getting that vibe from you. You don't like popcorn.
Yeah,
No,
'cause I don't like it.
We're like people in an asylum talking like in circles. Like we're just
What we got, Joe? Ask your questions.
Redenbacher.
Yeah, Ezekiel Redenbacher. Hypnostic.
he's crying. You've broken him.
Man,
I do every time we do
That's
this.
so.
By the time he gets to Jesse, he's so fed
That's
up.
so fucking fake.
And then Jesse's like
But-
Ezekiel Redenbacher.
But also the sand guy being named Sanderson. This is what's throwing me.
Let us not forget Nathan
Nathan
Jones.
No.
Cold.
Nathan-
Cold cast
No.
with all his cold powers that he doesn't have.
No, he's real. He's so real.
Joe's strategy is in place.
He's real, definitely.
What's the mousetrap thing you say?
Mousetrap.
What's the mousetrap?
Mousetrap.
thing?
You roll your dice, you move your mice. No one gets hurt.
No one gets hurt.
That's Joe's mind right now.
Yep. He's just rolling dice.
Yeah.
Moving mice.
Let's set up Mousetrap.
All right. Just right on the table and just never touch it.
All right, you gotta guess.
All right. All right. I'm gonna go with the phony hypnostic.
Very good, Joe. You
Hey!
did it again.
Oh.
You did it. 2 in a row.
Wow.
Look at you go.
Proud of you.
I'm proud of him. We did it.
I
He's much
did
better
it.
at these
I
than at the
did it.
normal stories.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because this is nonsense.
Right. I mean, because these are shorter, so I can at least retain some of the information.
You got to get him medicated.
Yeah. I was going to start this episode by saying, welcome to a new episode of Let's Keep Joe Awake.
Oh, God.
Oh, you didn't
Joe
like
is
Ezekiel
sleeping.
Redenbacher?
I like Ezekiel Redenbacher. He's so stupid, but I like him.
Hey everybody, it's me, the loud one, Jeremy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media accounts that you can find linked here. And also be sure to follow our editor, Kat, the only competent person in the entire team. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.